Okay, so when it comes to painting East Africa green, golf has been booming in the region. And I just have one question for Mark Namanya right here. I know it's been, I mean, all of us have been experiencing the heat, the kasana, hot weather. So how does this weather affect, the game when it comes to golf?
Paul, it affects the game in many ways because the dry course is a very different kind of golf. Because, I mean, typically right now, we're experiencing all this heat and the humidity. So the courses are dry and it's very difficult to enjoy dry golf. When the holes are dry, you struggle. You struggle to score.
When the holes
When the
are
holes are
dry.
wet and the course is wet, it's more receptive. You enjoy. You enjoy. You have full control over your game as opposed to when the course is dry. I prefer wet golf to dry golf. And
So the balls move better when the holes are wet.
yes,
In other words.
absolutely.
Perfect.
And listen, if you've played any course right now, Uganda Golf Club, if you played Entebbe, if you played Jinja, because this heat wave is being experienced everywhere. And on the greens, I mean, like when the greens are dry, they're just not receptive. And they're not. The
I
more
get
receptive
you.
greens
I
are the
get
ones
it.
which have a bit of water on them,
Yes.
so you have a bit of control. But I think, well, typical as golfers, we have a saying that play the course as it lies. Do not create any excuses. Play the course as it lies, as you find it. And these are conditions everyone is experiencing. So whether you're a high handicapper, a low handicapper, a professional, an amateur, play the course as you find it. And that is what golfers have had to do over the last couple of months. So what has happened is that in these conditions for high handicappers, because they have distance they're not used to, they have more distance, they have balls moving faster. So a guy who's typically playing handicap 25, 24, 23 is going to be advantaged when he's competing against someone who's playing handicap 6 because he has more distance, there's more bounce and roll on the ball, which is not used to, as opposed to a wet course, because the wet course is holding and the balls don't move that faster. So a guy who's playing handicap 3, 4, he has more control over his edges. When he wants to play 170 yards, he'll play the 170 yards because he knows the perfect club he wants to play for 170, whether it's into the wind or against the wind. A guy who is handicap 24, if he's playing 270 yards, he's going to he's going to play typically, let's say, a 5 iron, a 4 iron, or a rescue, and he's going to get distance he's not used to. You can have a roll which is as much as 120, 130 yards. That is how deceptive drive golf is. But on the weekend, we did have a fundraiser at Uganda Golf Club. That was the Kabale Sports Club fundraiser, because the course was established in 1945. I was in Kabale just about 2 months ago, and clearly this is a community which needs some bit of help. Apparently after COVID, they lost so many numbers because, COVID changed people's lifestyles, people lost jobs, people's earning capacity kind of diminished. It's been a bit of a challenge for the club, so they need a new clubhouse, they need a gang mower, they need a green mower, they need a tractor, basically equipment to manage the course. So they had a fundraiser, because Uganda Golf Club has been, as Uganda's Premier Golf Club, it has been holding fundraising tournaments for Mbale, for Kilembe, they've held one for Lira. So what happens is you have a tournament where there is the proceeds of the day, as well as a fundraising drive on the 19th. All the money that is generated goes towards the cause, which is the club. So you had the leadership of Kabale Sports Club, Ali Karama, the captain, you had Alex Krizera, the course member, and a couple of other guys who came, and I think some 27 million shillings was raised in cash and pledges. And the day's best golf was played by Herbert Olowo. It was a Stableford tournament. I think Herbert Olowo played 42 or 43 points. And there were a couple of teams, team competitions, I think, where I think Kefas Inn prevailed. I think they're the best team. And it was a tournament for the good cause, to try and turn around a golf club which is in need of help. What I find very curious is that Kabale, because of its location,
Yes.
it's Kabale Golf Club. It's in the heart of the district, and Kabale has got such a prime location because of the tourist attractions in that area. You have
Around it,
the
yeah.
Bwin Impenetrable Forest, which is not far away, Lake Mutanda, Ishasha Forest Reserve, and a couple of others there. So you would think that if that club was well maintained, with a good clubhouse, both for the men and the women, with the gang mowers, the green mowers, you have well-trimmed greens, excellent fairways, you're going to attract various tourists who do frequent that area because of the natural resources it has and the beauty in terms of attracting golfers. Typically, I mean, you have tourists from all walks of life, and many of them are golfers who will either come and hire a bag at the clubhouse, or they'll travel with their bag to play the course. The irony of it all, by the way, is that Kapale Golf Club is surrounded by various hotels. You know, all the hotels I've mentioned, the Tuza Lodges, White Horse Inn, and various others, Chegezi College Inn, and what have you. They're all around the course, so they know the value that the course brings to their businesses.
Yes.
You wonder why they don't work as a team to make sure that they turn around the club, because without that club, some of those residentials will not have the kind of value, the kind of business, the kind of picturesque aspect that they benefit from being within the proximity of the golf club. But anyway, I think everything starts from somewhere, and I want to believe that Kabale Golf Club will be in a better place in the next couple of years. Of course, people like Dr. Zaramba, who hails from the region, have been at the fore of this drive, as well as various other individuals. The Uganda Golf Union did contribute shillings 2 million. That was announced by the President Jackson Were, and various other business people, politicians who hail from the area, Rogers Biaruhanga and the likes. So, well, we do hope that the course will be turned around because when you have a very, very vibrant, well-managed, well-maintained golf course in the country, it does improve the golf culture. As you've noticed, I've been crying out loud about Uganda transforming its golf culture if we're going to deliver the next Ronald Rugumayos, the next Ronald Otiles, the next Dewa Kupes. If we want to move from this level and aspire to emulate the likes of Kenya and the likes, we must have golf being played all over the country.
Because my next question was to know if East Africa's golfers are actually now ready to, create their mark now that golf is, out there. And
I mean, they have to, because there's no two ways about it. They've got to do something about it. The magical Kenya Open, which ended the other week, showed us that East Africa is 1 or 2 levels behind the highest level of golf.
Yeah.
We had no East African making the cut, and I think the Kenyans need some soul searching to do. The Tanzanians are still lagging behind regarding golf, in as much as female golf is actually stronger than male golf in Kenya. And just for the record,
that's interesting.
Eddie Madina Hussein, the reigning Uganda Open champion, comes from Tanzania. She won the tournament at Uganda Golf Club last year. So at Entebbe Golf Club last year. So there's got to be a concerted effort amongst the regional heads to turn this around. But the work has got to be done from the grassroots, because you cannot develop golfers at my age or Paul's age. Typically, the best golfers right now have got to be identified and nurtured from the ages of 6, 7, 8, because the best golfers in the world, the guys we admire on television, the Scotty Schefflers, the Rory McIlroys, the Tiger Woods, the Phil Mickelsons, all of them started playing the golf when they were 4, 5, 6 years. By the time they were 12, the fundamentals were ingrained in their systems. The other big talking point about golf this weekend was the launch of the I&M Category Series, which happened at the bank's headquarters here at Kingdom Kampala. So the Category Series will be played across 5 legs. The first one which is going to be held next week, is going to be called Rejected. It's a format of golf.
Okay.
So you have many other formats of the game, but this one will be particularly called Rejected, where there'll be mixed pairs of teams, and then one team plays a shot here, and then it's up to the other guys to say either proceed from there or reject your shot, and you tee off with the other ball. So I and them are sponsoring the Katogo series to a tune of up to, I think, 650 million shillings. They've got several other sponsors who will be taking part, but I think it's a good thing to have a lot more events because, like I said, for me, we have to build the golf culture. We must be deliberate about improving our golf culture if we're going to produce the very best golfers. So credit to the Katogo management for this series, and we can't wait to see how they'll unfold. I'll be taking part in the Katogo series, and hopefully I'll be sitting here as one of the winners when the series come to a conclusion.
Yeah. Okay, thank you so much, Mark.
Okay.
And maybe right now we can now get into the other favorite part where I get to shine, Pearl's wisdom. What I can say maybe is that the strongest in life and or in sports are not always the fastest, okay, nor the loudest, but it is those who know when to play the long game eventually. Yeah, thank you.